Hey everybody, Brian Boyle here, and welcome to episode 122 of The Mesh Tongue. It's Tuesday, and hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I'm having a great day. It's been very productive. I love having productive days. Get some stuff in, get my workout in, get these videos out, and just having a good day. My parents are getting into town tonight, so have a good couple of weeks with them. Gonna head to Hawaii in a couple of weeks. And yeah, things are good. So what's good in your neck of the woods? Drop me a line, BRIAN at company5k.com. That's the number 5k.com. Be happy to get back to you. Any questions, comments, and by all means, hey, let me know. Today, I want to talk to you about the piriformis. So what is the piriformis muscle, and what does it do? So piriformis muscle is a muscle in the hip. So if you've ever heard anybody kind of talking about sciatica or sciatic pain, quite oftentimes it can get misdiagnosed for piriformis syndrome. True sciatic pain is where the sciatic nerve may be inflamed, maybe up at the nerve root coming out of the spine. We kind of classify anything going down the leg as sciatica, that's just this ache in the leg, and it doesn't necessarily tell you where it starts from. So quite oftentimes, if you're sitting all day and you have either gotten weak in the glutes or you have been sitting and putting pressure on the piriformis will spasm, it'll knot up, and then it'll cause pain. Now, there's three different variations of where the sciatic nerve runs in relation to the piriformis. So one of them is that it actually runs underneath the piriformis. So the sciatic nerve and then the piriformis sits on top. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that you have the sciatic nerve actually piercing through, goes right through to the piriformis, and if the piriformis gets tight, it clamps off the nerve. And variation three is where you've got the piriformis and then the sciatic nerve sits on top. And that's pretty rare, but it does happen. Okay, just an anomaly of the muscle and the way that the nerve develops and all. It just happens to be on top. So rare, but does happen on some occasions. So when we think about this, if you've got some numbness or tingling down the leg and it's all the way down, what we want to then determine is whether it's coming up from the spine, whether it's a disc or nerve root, maybe it's the disc pushing on the nerve, whatever it may be, versus the piriformis, then where the piriformis is tight. Now, can the piriformis also cause pelvic rotation? Absolutely. So there's a lot to this. So it could be pelvic rotation, could be just muscle tightness, muscle weakness. So sometimes this is one of those where you really should get in and be seen, to at least determine what things you need to do or where your pain is coming from. I don't often like to have people just kind of tell me, hey, I've got this. We can try some things, and I'm going to show you some things in part 2 tomorrow. So tomorrow will be part 2. I'll show you some things that you can work on and that we do in the clinic if it's truly just a piriformis syndrome. But the reality of it is that you always want to make sure that it's not something more serious, not coming from the disc, and or the nerve, and you're having pressure. A true medical emergency that you don't wait on anything. This is one of those that you go to the emergency room, you don't stop and collect your things. If you've got, and I think we talked about this, but it always is good to mention, okay? If you've got saddles, paresthesia, so groin, rectum paresthesia, if you have problems going to the bathroom, bowel or bladder, you just can't go, or you just can't stop going, all right, and you've got this pain, and then if you've got a dead leg, so your leg is literally, you're dragging your foot, you just can't lift your leg up, that's a medical emergency. Those three things, you need surgery, you got to get pressure off. That's usually something restricting the spinal cord. It's called cauda equina syndrome, and or you can have a central disc herniation, just putting pressure on that. It is what it is. The spinal cord. Those are the three things you immediately get to the emergency room. That's a medical emergency. Beyond that, it's not as crazy or pertinent to get in, but you do want to make sure that you get the right diagnosis. So that is piriformis part 1. Tomorrow we'll talk about piriformis part 2. That's it for today, folks. This is episode 122. It is Tuesday. This is Brian Boyle. Check out runpainless.com. Also, be sure to send those questions and comments to Brian at company5k.com. Be happy to get back to you. And again, don't go hurting yourself to come back. We'll see you again tomorrow. All right, take care.